Morning, good afternoon, good evening, everywhere, wherever you might be watching this from. Um, Now, today we'll be looking at AutoCAD Civil 3D. This is AutoCAD Civil 3D 2023. And whatever we'll be doing here and whatever we'll be learning, if you have a lower version of AutoCAD Civil 3D, that's from 2015 to 2022, you can still apply the method. There isn't much change in it. Alright, so when you install AutoCAD Civil 3D, it comes in two. There is metric and there is imperial. So since in this part of the world we make use of metric, which is a meter, centimeter, millimeter, like that. So I have launched the metric. Okay, so when you install it initially, you have two of these, the metric and imperial. So since I was not using the imperial, I had to delete it to make my screen clean. Okay, so now we'll come here. So when you launch your AutoCAD Civil 3D, it's more or less like other AutoCAD application. Okay, here you have launch uh, new projects, and if you have an existing project you can navigate and open it here. These are recent work. Okay, so if you have your recent work here you can open it. Okay, now or you to launch a new project, just need to click new. So after you click new, this will come up. We have the menu bar, we have the menu bar here, then we have the ribbons, we have the two space. Okay, we have two space, then we have another options here. Okay, all right, and under it we have suggestion bar. All right, so without wasting much of our time, I don't want to dwell in the introduction of this. So now the first thing we need to do, we need to set our space. Okay, our workspace. So we come to settings, then we right click on drawing one. I haven't saved this, that's why it's saying drawing one. So if I save it, let's say as control S. Okay, I'll just say demo work. All right, then I'll choose a space to save it. I'll save it in the desktop, then I will save it. All right, now you can see this has already changed. Okay, so we need to set our workspace. Now I want you to look at this area very well. You see that you did not see anything like geo or anything something here, but once we do our settings, you see that there is going to be a change. So we'll navigate to setting tab, then we right click on this, and we see edit drawing setting. Now these are different type of setting you can make: transform, objects layer. From your work you want to set assembly, alignment table, appearance, like that. But I'm going to leave this like this. So what we are going to do first is to check our zone. All right, so to check our zone and select a zone. The zone we have here in Nigeria is MENA. So you come to this place, you navigate to Nigeria. Okay, so I'll click Nigeria and I'll select MENA. Okay, and come here and select, but usually me I just used to choose MENA. Now you see, since we are working in metric, we have the metric, and we have, if you have any object in our drawing that is in feet, so you will see that it will convert it to meter. This is what this formula is for. Okay, and we are making use of scale 1 to 1000. After that I'll say apply and I'll click OK. All right, then I'll come back to prospectus here. All right, then I will right click on point and I'll say create. So the moment I click create, this dialog box will come up. We have a different dialog box or different tab on this dialog box: automatic, along curve. Now we are not making use of these ones now, but we want to import a survey data from the one we gotten from our surveyor. So usually the way survey data used to come from total station, if it is a total station instrument that they use, the surveyor use, and it will come in an Excel format. Then when it comes in an Excel format, you will open it and clean the you clean this survey data and rearrange it into a format that you would like to import. And usually you must export it after you have opened it in Excel. After you're done cleaning it, you have to export it in CSV file. CSV file. So the meaning of CSV is comma separated value. All right, so I have my own done already. I'll just click here. Then I'll say plus, right? Then I'll navigate to wherever my point is. So this is the point we'll be making use of. You can see it's a CSV file after we have converted it from Excel. Okay, so I'll select it and I'll click open. All right, so you can see that it's mark it green check. It means that there is no fault in my point. There is everything was well arranged. Okay, then I'll come here, I'll select the format in which I have arranged it. Okay, that is the point, the point, then the elevation. You see elevation, this is the nothing, this is the elevation. Okay, so I'll select this and it will rearrange it for me the way I have selected it. So this is point number, this is P, point number P, then E, easting, then N, northing, Z, which is elevation, then description. Okay, these are center line, center line. I have places where there are streams as well. Okay, so after I've select this, then I will say okay. I'll select okay. Now it seems that there is nothing appearing here. It seems that there is no any effect here. So what you can do is that first of all you close this, then you type ZE on your keyboard and you click enter. Then you have our point. Okay, this is our point. Okay, now I can come here and I will say okay. If I can click edit point, if there's anything I want to edit, I can click it and, and edit it. All right, I'll come here and say property. This is the my property of the points that I've just imported. Okay, now I can come here and right click on all points as well and say properties. Okay, now as you can see there are no description. Okay, let me come here. It's just points. There are some fields that comes with description, which is trees. Where do we have trees? Okay, now what we will do is that to see our description on every point, so what I'll do is I will open this and I will right click on this and I'll say property. Okay, then I'll say point style, say basic, point label, I'll say elevation and description, then I'll apply. Okay, then you will see we have our description points. Now along this line you will see that this is stream. Okay, all these points were taken where there are streams. Okay, this ones too, there are streams. Okay, now the reason for this is to know where there is, maybe where you see trees, you will know that okay, in this place there's tree. If I need to bypass the tree, or if we need to remove, uproot the trees, then for the streams you will see that this is not a straight stream. So you will know that okay, if it is a box covered that we are going to construct in that area, or a bridge, so you will know how you will align your bridge or culverts. Okay, that's what we have for the that's why we have the stream also taken out. And it is very important, if you are sending a surveyor to the site, you need to specify and tell the surveyor what you want him to some important area that you want him to survey to get a point for you for. Okay, now you can see that all these ones, they are overlapping. I can come here and change the scale maybe to 1 to 200. It might you can see it has reduced the size of the points of the description. Okay, all right. So I'll come back here and I'll say property. Then I'll say none. I don't want any. So I will, if I need it later, I can come and change it as well. So what we are going to do now is that I'm going to be working only on the center line first. So what I'll do is that I'll right click on this and I'll say new. So if you call me a point list, you will see that there is no any list already here. So I'll come to information and I will name the point. I want to extract only the center line alone. So I'll say center line. I'll give it the name center line. Then I'll come to include. I'll say withdraw description matching. I'll say center line. I'll say center line and I'll type asterisk. Then I'll say apply. If I come here now, you see it has extract only the center line for us. Then I'll say apply and I'll say okay. No, I can come here again. Now you can see we have 2 points now. So once I come here, I right click and I will select the center line. You can see all my center line are now selected. You can see that. So if I want to display only the center line, I'll just type isolate on my keyboard and it will remain only the center line. Okay, so it will remain only the center line. If I don't want to, if I want to bring back the other point, I'll say on isolate. Okay, on isolate, then I'll bring them back. All right. So the next thing the next thing we are going to do is to create a surface. Okay. So we'll come here, I'll right click and I'll create a surface. Then we are going to create a thin surface. Then I'll name it EG, which is the existing level. Okay, existing ground. Then I'll say okay. Then I will open this. You can see that it now has other option inside the survey surface. Okay, so I'll come here and right click and I'll say add. Then I'm not going to add center line only. Remember, this center line is included in our all points. Okay, so I'll select all points and I'll say apply. Say apply and I'll say okay. So we have our surface created, and as you can see, we have excessive lines, the on this unnecessary line, because it's taking the boundary. That's why it's creating all these unnecessary line. So we are going to clean our boundaries, our surface. So what we can do is that I'll select it first, then I'll make sure I convert it to contour and triangulation. Okay, so I'll come here surface style and I'll convert it to contours and triangle. Then I'll say apply. Then you can see we now have triangle on our survey surface. Okay, now I'll select again. Okay, then I'll come back here. Then I'll say delete lines. So I'll delete all these lines. Okay, you just need to be very careful so that you don't delete where you have points. Okay, now let me increase this back to 1 to 1000 so that my points can be very big. Okay, so I'll come back here and select this. I'll have to select this first, then I'll come back, edit. All right, I'll make sure I trim all these not unnecessary line. Okay, here like this. So just be very careful not to delete the main line. Okay, all right. I'll have to delete this as well. Okay, then this one from here to here, select and delete it. Okay, all right, delete this, I'll delete this, I'll delete this. I'll delete this. Okay, now it's worth it. It might take time, but we need to delete them so that we don't have unnecessary information on our drawing. Okay, so all right, I'm deleting this now. Okay, I'm deleting this, all of this. Okay, all right. Okay, um, so I think it's good like this now. Okay, we can now proceed with our work. These two, I'll delete these two. So all right, so the next thing we are going to do after we have created our surface, we need to create horizontal alignment. So now we are going to create our horizontal alignment, and I'm going to be working only on the center line, and I'll be working only on the center line. So I'll come here, I'll come to group point, I'll open the select the center line. Okay, and I will isolate it. All right, now I have my center line. So if we want to create horizontal alignment, now on your ribbon here from the tab home, okay, this is the tab home. All right, under ribbon here you come to alignment. This is alignment. Okay, now you select this drop down button. Then we have different type of uh, tools which we can create from alignment. You can create alignment from a corridor. Maybe you have an existing corridor. You can create alignment from that. You can create best fit alignment. You can create alignment from object. Okay. You can create alignment from pressure network, like create alignment from pipe networks like that, and on like that. But before we create our alignment, there's something we need to do first. We need to set our design criteria. Okay, the design speed, the minimum curve, and all like that. So what we first need to do is you type this design criteria on your keyboard. Okay, design criteria editor, then you click enter. Then this dialog box will come up. Okay, once you come up, the first one you see is units. Okay, and which is meter. The linear unit is meter, is in meter. Area unit is meter. Since we are using metric template. Okay, now we come here alignment. Now this is where we have minimum radius table. Okay, now ASHTO 2011 metric uh, Emax of 4%. Okay, now we have this, we have 4%. Once you click this, you will see that for 15 speed, okay, we have radius of 4 meter. Then for 20 speed, we have this. Now if you are not okay with this, all right, you can edit it, you can remove, and you can add to it. And after you edit, you can save it, then you can import it as you proceed. However, you can check Federal Ministry of Works. All right, sorry, let's see FMW now. Okay, so let's check this manual, what we have in our Okay, let me check. Let me go to page 64. All right, now we have this. This is highway manual design speed. Okay, now as you can see here, for design speed of 50, we have a maximum of 4%. Or all of these are 4%. Okay, then we have the total. We have the calculated radius. All right. So for design speed of 50, which is 4%, we have calculated radius of 85.6, then rounded up to 86. So if you come here and check our own, so you can see here it's the same thing. So there's no really need for us to edit. It's just that here we have up to 15. Then the Nigerian one started from 50. If you look at 100, for maximum of for design speed of 100, the maximum radius is 492. If you come here, is the same thing. All right, so we don't really need to do much here, but if you feel like, okay, if you have another design speed, you can edit it, save it, and use it in your future design. So we have it that way. We are going to leave this. So now what we are going to do is we come to alignment and we click creation, alignment creation tool. All right, so we have this here like this. Now we are going to give our alignment name. You can say road 1 if you have too many roads. Now in my own design survey plan, I have more than one road. Okay, so that's why I'm going to name it road 1. Okay, so center line, you can give description if you want. So if you have sites that you are working on, okay, you can select the site. So I don't have a site, then it's proposed. Under propose, you can just leave it under propose. Then label, you can select the kind of label you want. I'll just say no label for now. Right, then I'll come to the design criteria. So like I said earlier, this is for 100 km/h, but if I have my own that I want to use, or I want to select other one, I'll just check this box, then I will select other one. If it is as 2011 it for 8%, I can select this, but I'm using 4%. Now I'm designing 2 lane alone. If it's 4 lane, you select 4 lane. Okay, so attainment method, you can select, you can check it, and maybe road planner or road crown. We are creating a road crown roadway. Okay, I'll select it, and I'll check this. I'll just leave it the way it is. All right, then I'll say okay, and after that, this dialog box will appear. All right, this is alignment creating tool. Okay, now, I will not be talking much on some of these. In the future, I explain each one of them. You can create a line without a curve in a fixed 2 point line. All these ones you can add and you can put it. But we will be making use of this now. We're making use of this. So I'll just select this and I will create a tangent with curve so that it can create my curve for me automatically. So I'll select this and I'll make sure I zoom to this, or before then I'll come here and I'll right click, I'll say property, then I'll say basic star. Okay, there were no points. Okay, so okay, now let me select this. I'll say property, so I don't want anything, any label on it. All right, so I just want the point alone. So I select this and I'll say tangent with curve. So I'll start from here. Now, if your cursor, if your line, if you're drawing alignment and it's not snapping to the node points here, what you can do is come here, object snapping, sorry, you can come here and say and check this and this and this, okay, and this. So, but what I'm using now is node, the center. So you can set it there. So in case even if I zoom out, you can see that I can just snap to the node. I don't need to zoom out to see it. Okay, so I'll select this. And now after you have studied your point very well, you will know where you will take your, you will draw your line so that it won't go off your survey plan, or it won't go off the road, so that there won't be much demolition while constructing the road. So I'll just make sure it passes through these lines like this. Okay, I'll select this. Then I will come here, select this. Then I will just draw another straight line like this. Then another one like this. So that those are the places I will have my curve. Okay, this I don't want this, so that it won't bypass. Then I want this. So just make sure you study your alignment very well and draw a perfect fit line that will not go off your survey uh, data. Okay, so I'll right click after I'm done. Yes, now I am done. Okay, so I have drawn uh, my alignment. You can see we have a curve here. There's a curve here now. So if you want to label it, you can just select this. Okay, can select this and can add label. I can just add a alignment label, just add like this, and I will say alignment. Okay, then I can select station offset and multiple segments, and just select one, like let's say station and fixed point, station coordinate, and I'll say add. I'll add to this point alone. You can see I have add my label here. I can add to all of them if I want. I can say single segment, multiple segments, or multiple point intersection. I can say multiple segments, and I will say add. I'll select this and it will add. You can see, okay, this is the straight line and the coordinate. Okay, so here you can see that we have the alignment road one station so and offset. There is no really offset, it's just the curve this thing. So we have the northern and the eastern. So here we have the our length, curve length, we have it here. Then we have our radius. Okay, you can select this and just bring it outside. Okay, now we are done with our alignments. You can add many can add point of intersection. Okay, all right, you can add point of intersection. You can just add to, can say standard, pi, and curve data above. So you just select it, toggle with the you toggle with this with this option. Okay, with this option, then you add, can see. All right, now I've add point of intersection. You see, all right. So that is that about alignment. So we are going to create uh, a vertical alignment now. All right, I really do not want this video to be too long. So what we will do is that we are going to come to profile here. Okay, then you create surface. All right, you just select this. We only have one surface, and you add. Once you add it, you say okay. So pardon me. You come, create surface. Now you add, after you have add, we have added it already. You say draw alignment. Then this dialog box will come up. All right. We are doing on road one. If for another alignment, vertical alignment, we want to draw, if we have more than road one, you select it. But we are drawing for road one here, then I will name it profile one. Okay, or let me say existing profile. Okay, I'll name it existing profile. Then I will say next. I'll leave all this. All of this you might You will later need to re-edit them. Okay, so I'll just say X. I'll leave it at automatic. I'll say next. Profile profile view height, so I'll leave it on automatic, the minimum and the maximum. Then profile display, I'll leave this for now. Then I'll come here data bound, I'll leave it also. Then I'll come here, you can select the area you want to add, maybe fill or cut area. After you're done, you click create. Then you look for space a bit far from your horizontal alignment. You select it and you draw it. So we have our alignment now, our vertical align profile. Okay, a vertical profile. So I can select this and right click. Then I'll go to property. Then I can do some changes here. I can change my band. Okay, I can add. So now you can come here and select. Okay, do some settings, but I can come here. I will say I want land desktop format view. You can see this one now. You see that the way it's appearing, you don't really like it. So I'll come here, I'll select land desktop and I'll say apply. I'll say okay. It's a bit wider now. You can see that. So I think I like this format better. All right, now let's design a profile. Okay, now let's design a profile. Come here. All right, say profile creation tools. Then you select this existing profile, load one. Then you say you can give this one design profile. Okay, design profile. All right, then we have the design profile, we leave it. Then complete set bound, we leave it. You can come to design criteria. That same design criteria is what we are using, so you leave it that way. If you have another one, you can just use. Then you come here and import any one that you have. All right, but I'm not going to do that. I will say okay. Then this dialog box will appear. I'll come here as well and I'll say draw tangent with curve, just like we did for horizontal alignment. I'll click here. Then I'll make sure I start with point 0 here. I'll click. Then I'll make sure I don't let the fill to be more than chord. So I will just draw along. I'll draw along like this. Draw along like this. There will be bit cut. You can see we have bit cut here. We have fill. We have cut. We have cut. We have fill. Then I'll come here. I'll draw like this as well. Then I can come here. Just make sure you study it well. Then I'll finish it here. I'll say okay. Now we have our information at every curve. Okay, this is a curve here. So this is the point or the starting point curve and the end point. All right, we have these points, starting point. We have the low level. We have the PVI station. Okay, then we have the elevation. This is our K value. Then length of vertical curve. So the length of our vertical curve is 150. And if you bring it down, you will come down small. You see slope. Okay, this is the level which is sloping. All right, then from here too we have another slope here. All right, so we are done with our vertical design now. I really do not want this video to be too long, but it's worth it. So under the information here, you will see that it's displaying both the existing and both the existing profile. So what we can do is that we'll come here and right click. Then we'll say under property, sorry, pardon, let me close this. We'll click select this. Then we'll go to uh, style. No, okay. So we can make some changes here. We can do some changes here, but we are not going to do this now. We will do that later. Okay. Now, and is going, the increment is 2020, which is under 40 the increment. So which I don't want. I want 25 interval. I'll come here and I'll say put style. Then I'll come here. So I'll come here and I'll change this to 25. Then I will leave this at 20. Okay. Then I'll say apply. Or let me leave this to 25 as well. I'll say apply and I'll say okay. So you can see now it has changed to 25, 50, 75 and on like that. Then I'll still go back, I'll right click and I'll say view property. Then I'll come to band. So under band, I will come here. You can see the profile one is saying existing level, existing ground, and the profile two is saying existing ground as well. So I'll come here and I'll change it to design profile and I'll say apply. I'll say okay. We can now see that these are different now. So this is this, this is this. This is the design level, this is the existing level, this is design level, this is the existing elevation. Okay, then I'll go back and I'll come here, I'll right click as well, I'll say view style, then I'll come to under grid, I'll check these two box and I'll check these two as well. So I will apply so that my drawing can be a bit neat. I don't want it to be filled with graph. As you can see now, we have uh, our profile. The blue one is the design level, while the red one is the existing level. So after we are done with this, so the next thing we are going to do is that I want to delete this. So I want to come here and I want to create an offset for my horizontal alignment. Okay, I'll come here, I'll come to alignment and I'll create an offset. I'll select the alignment. So it's still under road 1, then we'll give it name, you can say offset. Okay, all right, then we want to start from the beginning to the end. Then number of offset to the left is 1, number of offset to the right is 2, is 1 as well. So the width of our road, let's say 3.65. Okay, then this one as well, 3.65. Can select design criteria, just leave it general. Then offset, then we come here. You can give it label if you want, but I don't want label. All right. Then after we are done, say okay. Now we have created an offset for our road. All right. I can come to group, center line group, and I will say property. I don't want anything, just none. I'm done with the point, so I don't want the point to be displaying again. I only want my line, okay, the center line and the offset as well. All right, so now the next thing we are going to do is to create assembly so that we can create our corridor. Okay, now I'll come here and I'll say create assembly. Then I will name it full assembly. Actually it's only one assembly we are going to create. Order, I will say order, basic code, and on like that. I'll just leave it. Then I'll select is blank space. So once I select this, there's a dialog box that's supposed to come up, but it didn't come up for one reason or the other. If it did not come up on your own too, you can come here, prop 2 palette, then you select it, then this will come up. All right. So the first one we are going to create is our lane. Going to create our lane. We are creating a crown lane that need to camber to both sides. Okay, so I'll select this. This is the one I would like to use. Select this. So then once I select this dialog box will come up. All right, now this information we need to fill it. Left lane we have to fill it to 3.65, that's the width of our own. Right lane we say 3.65 as well. then the percentage at which it will come out, we say 2.5. Okay, let me say minus 2.5 rather. Okay, I will do the same thing for this, minus 2.5. Okay, then the base, let's leave it like minus 2.5 as well. Everything minus 2.5, 2.5. All right, but you might have different calculation and results. Okay, so you might change it. Then our pavement, the pavement gogon, will leave it at 0.5, that's 50 mm. Then this will leave it at 100 mm, 0.1. Then the base depth will leave it at 150. All right, then the sub base will leave it at 225. All right, then you can, after you're done that, you can select your assembly line here, and you will see the both carriageway. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is add our shoulder. I'll add shoulder, and I will shoulder extend all. I'll select this. Now the first one we will do is the right. So let me just select this. The length of our shoulder, let's say 2 meter. Okay, the percentage is 2.0. Let's leave it that way. Then the uh the daylight, let's leave everything as it is. Then this will change it, same thickness, let's say 0.5. Okay, then this we will change it to 1. Then this will be 150, 15. Then this will be 225. Okay, 225. Then we can add it. You zoom out, then you add your shoulder. This is your shoulder. Then you come here and change it to left. Then you add at the left as well. You add to the left as well. All right. Then the next thing we want to do is daylight. We will add our daylight. So this is a typical cross section that we are trying to create here. So we add daylight general. All right. I add this daylight general. You can do some settings here as well. Okay, now the first one we want to do is left. All right, I'll just say I'll select left, then I'll come back here and I'll select right. Okay, I'll select right. All right, so we have our assembly done. Then I can close this. The reason why this text is very big is because of the scale. If you reduce the scale, it will reduce. Okay, so now what we are going to do after we have created our assembly, to create our corridor. All right, create our corridor. You come to corridor and you say create corridor. Then this dialog box will come out. All right, so you can give your corridor a name. All right, you can give it a name and say corridor 1. Okay, then basic road style basic. Then it is not offset we are creating for road 1. All right, our corridor is for road 1. Then we have the design profile, is the design alignment creating for our assembly. The full assembly we just created, we come here. Then target surface, we will use existing ground, and after we've done that, we say okay. Then you will say apply. Ask you to build the corridor. You say okay. Then you wait for a moment to load to rebuild, and after it's done, say okay. Then you can close this box, and now you can see that it has created a corridor. All these red places are cut, these green places they are filled. I mean, they are these are filled, these are cut, the red. Okay, so as you can see, the cuts is here, then the fill. So that's how it's showing here. Now we can select here and create corridor surface. come here and create corridor surface. We add link. Then we'll come here, we'll say uh, dark zone. Okay, then we will add it. So now we can view our road in the object viewer. Just select the road and come here, click object viewer to view the road. Sorry, the system is slowing down. Okay, you can see that. Oh, it's slowing down. I don't know. Okay, can see this is our road. Okay, this is the pavements, these are shoulders and daylight. Okay, now if you call, okay, it's in realistic already. If you put it in conceptual, it's almost the same thing, but it's good to view it in realistic. Okay, it's good to view in realistic. And you can see this is our carriageway, the width, and these are daylights. Okay, the shoulder is also is there. Let's quickly drive through our road. Okay, select the corridor and say drive. Then you select again, select the, okay, then you say you drive at crown. Want to drive at crown, then it will come like this. Wow, let's set the speed, like this, 100 kilometer. All right, then you can play. Can see, wow, this is good. Is this not good? So all the chords, these are chords. Can see chords. When you get to the place where you feel, you can see feel. It's showing feel here. Okay, it's showing feel here. All right, now there's a little bit cut here. Okay, so that is that about profile, both horizontal and vertical alignment. So in the future, because of our time, we'll be seeing how we can create our sheet and cross section and even quantity takeoff to make our to for and some reports on our design. All right, thank you. See you next time.